Hi guys, it's Matthias, and after reading some of the patch notes about the changes that have been made on the test server, I decided to log on here and try it out. And I was a bit surprised. I thought that the servers and the characters would have been wiped, and then I realized I had a hunting rifle with over 40 bullets and a shotgun with over 100. Yeah, I don't remember what I did last I was here, but at least I must have had some success. See, obviously I'm here because I wanted to check out some of the things that are mentioned in the patch note. But while being here, the servers were so bad that I really couldn't get any proper recordings done. From time to time there were several minutes delay when it comes to looting stuff, picking up stuff or whatnot. I could run around in berry bushes without being able to pick up anything, and then minutes later, when I'm in a completely different area of the map, I get berries into my inventory and stuff like that. There were also periods of time when I didn't seem to have any problems at all, so these things just came and went. But unfortunately, because of this, I was unable to record proper footage that is related to the patch notes and what I'm going to talk about in this video, so I hope you will excuse it for this time only. And one of the first things that I want to mention is that they have changed the jumping, not only the jumping animation, but also how it functions out in the world. I'm sure you're familiar with the frustration of not being able to jump over certain obstacles, especially fences, even though it would seem that that wouldn't be a problem for your character. Now, this is one of the things that has been fixed, and you can also see that the jumping animation is a bit different, and I kind of like it. They've also made a number of changes to NPC behaviors, and one of the most notable is that the behavior is different during the nighttime cycle compared to the daytime. During the daytime you will see more prey-type wildlife such as deer, and well, I guess that's basically it. While during the nighttime you will have more activity from, let's say, the wolves. Here you can see a poor defenseless wolf being attacked by another mean player. Of course I'm gonna have to help the wolf out, because I'm such an animal friend. Obviously, if you do that, this sweet, innocent, poor wolf is going to show its appreciation the way wolves do. Now, another change that has been made is the reduction to damage that explosive tipped arrows does against cars, and I'm assuming that this is mostly a change that has been made because of Battle Royale. Now, if you're unfamiliar with it, the way explosive tipped arrows function in both survival and Battle Royale, it is exactly the same. But because of the difference of those two different game modes, explosive tipped arrows are used very differently and has a very different effect in the outcome of the engagements in Battle Royale compared to survival. Now, one of the things that is definitely related to Battle Royale is the changes that has been made to the AK-47. They reduced the damage from 32 to 29, and this is damage per bullet. They have also increased the AK refire delay from 125 milliseconds to 160 milliseconds. I have to say, I'm actually very glad to see how they have put a lot of thought into how combat in H1Z1 actually works. Because in the past, when you got hit by 3 bullets from the AK, you would reduce down to 3% HP, and that would not allow you to apply a first aid kit or a bandage. You would die from bleeding. Some of the reasons why they made these changes are to give people a chance to get behind cover and heal up and still have a fighting chance even if you were hit by 3 bullets from said weapon. And Daybreak also feels that the AK was too strong versus the shotgun at close range and too strong versus the AR at medium to long range. Kevlar will now break after 2 gunshots instead of 3. Motorcycle helmets now absorb slightly more damage, preventing instantaneous death from a single shot to the body following a headshot. Now, reading the patch note, it goes without saying that most of the combat-related changes has been made due to the AK-47 being too strong. Now, some of those changes are of course obvious and direct, while some of those changes are indirect and they do affect the game, but you might have to be a little bit more experienced with H1Z1 per se in order to see how. It's not a secret that almost all experienced Battle Royale players feel that the AK has been kind of a jack of all trades and needed a little bit of a nerf. So one of the things that I think is quite significant is the changes they made both to the motorcycle helmet and to the tactical body armor. With the motorcycle helmet now, they have made it so that you're not supposed to be able to die from 2 shots if you are at full health and if you have a full health motorcycle helmet. And for the people that has been struggling with the decision whether or not using a tactical helmet or a motorcycle helmet, this is a big deal. In all honesty, I almost feel that this makes the tactical helmet almost obsolete or just a second choice. But then again, I guess it depends on the situation still, because the sniper shots will probably still one-hit kill you if you have a motorcycle helmet. I couldn't see anything mentioned about that in the patch notes. Now, some other changes are exclusive to survival, and one of them being an invulnerability bug that allows certain areas of a base to be indestructible. This is a bug that has been abused by a lot of base designers and base builders for quite a while now, and I'm glad to see how Daybreak has fixed this. Now, there are quite a number of more changes that has been made, and if you want to read the patch notes yourself, there will be a link in the description below this video, so you can check that out. I'm not going to talk about all of them because I think that some of these changes are more important for myself than others, and I'm not trying to say that they are more important for the game or anything. I'm just saying that the things that I wanted to bring up in this video are the changes that kind of caught my eye the moment I saw it, so that's what this video is about. One of the things that I didn't really check out all that much was the changed animations to zombies. In my opinion, it's great that they make some changes. It's a zombie game after all, but for me personally, and again, this is just a personal opinion, the zombies per se has never been a reason why I have started or continued playing H1Z1. I'm not saying that to show any disrespect to the people that really love zombies or anything, that's just me. Now, another thing that I would like to mention, it's a bit of a side note, is that since all of the survival footage in this video is from the test server, I do not have the same user options ini file settings, and here you can see me playing with shadows on. Now, having shadows on is something that I do not recommend. Even long before H1Z1 was released, when I played Planetside 2, I turned off shadows for performance reasons, and I never looked back. And yes, Planetside 2 is another MMO shooter that is roughly the same size the map as H1Z1. It's also developed by Daybreak Games company, and it's made on the same game engine. And the 2 years before the release of H1Z1, I almost exclusively played Planetside 2 and covered it on this YouTube channel. So now the rest of the video, I'll show you some of my experience being on the test server here, and well, I met some people, killed some people. Was nothing particularly interesting about it, except for, yeah, well, the use of a mine. I thought it was kind of funny. Even though I wish I would have seen the actual explosion. You'll see it if you continue watching the video. I'm not sure if they're going to do something about the glitching animals. I had some bad experiences here, and I'm not sure if it's a game-related bug or if it's a server-related bug, because there was, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of server issues when I was here. And with 2,000 hours of playing H1Z1, I have never had this much trouble killing a wolf before.
He's in the bathroom. He's in the bathroom.
Hi, mate. What's up? You got a microphone? You don't want to mess with me right now, dude. See why?